Is Draymond Green the ultimate defensive mastermind? Seriously, the dude's a defensive wizard. He's got these crazy fast reflexes and can read the game like an open book. Whether he's shutting down hot shooters, patrolling the paint, or pulling off some insane steals, he's a defensive force. Dude, Green is not just a freak athlete. His basketball brain is next level. He's always thinking 2 steps ahead, making crazy plays that'll blow your mind. And he's a total hustle machine, diving for loose balls and getting in opponents' faces. The Warriors are on a tear right now. They've won 5 straight, and Draymond Green is the secret weapon. He's been making clutch plays left and right to keep the streak alive. Remember that game against the Spurs on Easter Sunday? With 2 defenders draped all over him, Draymond grabbed a huge rebound and kicked it out to Clay for the game-winning 3. Unreal. In another game, Draymond Green was on fire, finishing with 21 points on a crazy 8 for 9 shooting, 11 assists, 6 steals, and a game-best plus 13 in just 32 minutes. He joined Nikola Jokic as the only player over the past 4 seasons to pull off at least 21 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals in a single game. That was a defensive masterpiece, said head coach Steve Kerr after the Spurs game. You watch that performance. Draymond is a genius defensively. After their impressive win against the Celtics on Wednesday night, the Warriors are cruising with a 7-1 record, and there's a lot fueling their early success. Obviously, Steph Curry and his new sharpshooting sidekick, Buddy Hield, are a huge part of it, but they've also made Trayce Jackson-Davis a full-time starter, which has been a game changer. Wiggins, GP2, and Looney all look like they're back to that championship-level form. And the cherry on top? Draymond Green is playing like he's gunning for Defensive Player of the Year. Through the first 8 games, the Warriors have been absolutely smothering their opponents, holding them to just 95 points per 100 possessions. Nearly 9 points better than the league average, and second in the NBA, only behind the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's been a total team effort, with everyone stepping up and doing their part. But let's be real, it's Draymond Green who's the engine driving it all. At 34 years old, he's looking like he's turned back the clock, and honestly, saying he's in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation doesn't even feel like enough. This guy is one of, if not the best defenders of the past decade. The way he's playing right now, it's some of the best defense of his entire career. One of Draymond's standout moments this season came in those back-to-back games against the Pelicans, where he absolutely shut down Zion Williamson. Defending Zion is no easy feat. He's a freight train of explosiveness and power. The key does not give him room to attack, and Draymond did just that. He played Zion up close, and to pull that off, it takes some serious lateral quickness to cut off those driving lanes. Most defenders who can keep up with Zion's speed usually get overpowered by his strength, but Draymond? He's got the perfect mix of agility and muscle, making him the perfect guy to match up with one of the most dominant players in the league. He's got the height and agility of a wing, but with the strength of a big man, making him a total nightmare on defense. And that's exactly what he did to Zion. Draymond baited him into taking a bunch of shots he doesn't normally go for. Zion's game is all about finishing at the rim, but against the Warriors, he found himself trying mid-range pull-ups, and with Draymond's 7 feet 1 inch wingspan, those shots didn't stand a chance. When Zion tried to work in the post, it was more of the same. Draymond's low center of gravity lets him dig in, absorb contact, and use his quickness to shut down every move Zion tries to make. One thing about Zion, though, is he doesn't always need the ball to make a huge impact on offense. Take one play, for example. Zion was moving along the baseline, and Draymond had to leave him to help at the rim. Normally, that's an easy bucket for the cutter, but Draymond wasn't having any of it. He recovered and poked the ball away from behind. In the Pelicans' offense, Zion also sets a lot of screens, which puts Draymond in perfect position to make some of his signature reads. And honestly, no one does that better than him. In one play, Brandon Ingram ran a pick and roll in transition, and Draymond was all over it, using his long arms to shut down the passing lane completely. Then, on a more traditional high ball screen, Draymond hung back in a drop, forcing a pass before quickly sliding back to contest Zion's drive at the rim. At 6 feet 6 inches, Draymond doesn't have the towering presence of guys like Rudy Gobert or Victor Wembanyama, but he's still a force as a rim protector. How does he do it? 2 big reasons. His length, which makes him play way bigger than he actually is, and his impeccable positioning. He's always locked in, reading plays and rotating into the right spot to snuff out threats before they even get started. Draymond beats the ball to specific spots on the floor, which prevents a guy like Zion from taking off vertically. This play is really the culmination of that. As the 5, he's playing free safety and very aggressively roams over from the weak side to offer immediate help in the post. Zion attacks the middle, and Draymond gets in perfect position in front of the restricted area and draws a charge. Sure, the fastest players, like Colin Sexton, can get by him once in a while, like on this play, but it's never easy. Draymond sticks with Sexton's drive, locks him down in the paint, and forces a jump ball. Not many defenders can do that. Then you've got Scoot Henderson, who's all about attacking the rim. What does Draymond do? He pushes him all the way to the baseline, making it nearly impossible for Scoot to finish the play. And if Draymond can handle guards like Sexton and Scoot, he's definitely got the strength to deal with guys like Jeremy Grant. He absorbs the contact, uses his length to challenge shots, and stays locked in. When a guard or wing tries to shake him with a screen, Draymond's not fazed. He switches with ease. But just because he's switching doesn't mean he's out of the play. On this one, Draymond immediately shifts to help on the drive. And once the shot goes up, he's right back to his man for the box out. He's everywhere, always in the right place at the right time. That's why he's so tough to beat. Draymond's switchability and non-stop movement make him seem like he's everywhere at once. Sometimes it's the small things that stand out. When he notices Moody's about to double in the post, and without hesitation, he sprints over from the weak side to challenge Horford's jumper. But other times, it's more dramatic. He'll leave his man to disrupt a lob pass, then recover to contest a three-pointer on the perimeter. Whether it's subtle or flashy, Draymond's defensive instincts make him a constant threat. Draymond's a master at positioning himself early, often ditching his man to step in front of drives or rolls. It might look like a simple kick-out to an open shooter, but then, bam, Draymond's got a hand on the pass, completely disrupting the play. When he's playing free safety like this, his hustle and awareness really pop off the screen. Some teams try to fight back by handing the ball to the non-shooter, but attacking Draymond in space, not an easy task. The guy can hang way back and shut down the paint with all the right tools. It's not just his physical game. His mind is what really makes him seem like he's playing bigger than his size. The secret to making up for that half-foot height difference? Knowing exactly what the offense is planning, even before they do it. Sure, he's not swatting away 2 or 3 shots a game, but he's still a massive presence. Disrupting drives and making it nearly impossible to get clean looks at the rim. Add in his strength and wingspan, and it's clear why the Warriors can roll him out at center without missing a beat. When it comes to offenses that run through a big post player, Draymond's more than ready. His low center of gravity and strength help him hold his ground, while his length allows him to stand tall when needed. That said, his post defense can sometimes depend on how lenient the refs are. He's not afraid to get physical, and he picks up a fair number of fouls, especially when playing center. To make up for his lack of size, he has to play tough, which sometimes means picking up a few fouls along the way. The reason he's not a full-time 5, though, is likely because of his foul trouble at that position. But when it comes to everything else, he's nearly flawless, especially against the pick and roll. He can handle any coverage thrown his way. Sure, he might not have the size of some other bigs on a deep drop, but his positioning is always on point, and his speed lets him recover quickly to contest screeners who like to pop. What do you think? Has Draymond Green solidified himself as the best defender of the past decade? And could this be the year he takes home another Defensive Player of the Year award? Comment your thoughts. We want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Draymond's defensive brilliance, make sure to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth basketball analysis and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest content. See you in the next one.